For many of us, McDonald's is tied to childhood. Not just the food, but the prices, the colors, the time spent inside. If you grew up in the late 90s, early 2000s, you remember when McDonald's felt different. Back then, it wasn't just somewhere you ate, it was somewhere you stayed. That feeling wasn't accidental. McDonald's restaurants were designed around time spent inside, especially for families and kids. The layout encouraged staying, the colors were bright, the furniture was durable, the spaces were meant to be used, not just passed through. Play places, party rooms, and shared seating weren't extras. They were part of how McDonald's wanted the restaurant to feel. Entertainment fit naturally into that environment. Not as a headline attraction, but something you discovered once you were already there. And for a generation of kids, that entertainment took a very specific form. Nintendo consoles. Nintendo 64s, GameCubes, built into heavy metal kiosks, tucked in the corners of the restaurant. And the strange thing was, you never saw the consoles. No cartridges, no discs, no wires. Just a screen and a controller. It felt like a black box. It was like games and characters lived inside the kiosks. In 2026, there seems to be very few kiosks still working that are left. There's one confirmed GameCube in Temple, Texas, another in Rochester, Minnesota, another one in Paulsboro, New Jersey. When doing research, I discovered that it's actually very hard to verify which locations still have comparable stations. I found one location that might still have an N64, but it's confirmed non-functional. Looking at a picture like this, I can imagine what it would have been like being here on some quiet, still night, playing games with the boys, trying to get the best rap on Mario Kart, only breaking with some Sprite and fries. Having these kiosks available would have been huge for smaller cities that didn't have an arcade. Would have been the next best thing. It's frustrating seeing how stuff like these kiosks are being taken away from us. One thing I notice is in this picture is that one of the controllers have been replaced with an aftermarket one. This tells me that these machines were made to be repaired in-house, not just thrown out or being contracted to the makers. I know a video game store in my area that has old consoles out on display that people can use, which is pretty cool, but you still don't get that same black box feeling. The saddest part is that KidSpace, the company that makes these kiosks, makes them today for modern consoles, but I've never seen them out in the wild. I'm all for building a better and brighter future, and not trying to live in the past, but it feels like we're leaving too much behind. The things that actually make good times for people. The things that brought out our humanity through physical spaces and social interaction. On the bright side, I heard Barnes & Noble is switching to a smaller, more personalized model for how each store is set up. They're doing it to create a more positive in-store experience to compete with companies like Amazon. I just hope that the same kind of motive shows up for fast food chains as well. Maybe one day we'll start building places like that again.